Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our next session with PostPilot. I'm very excited to introduce Ben Walter, Head of Partnerships, over there for his session, Beyond the Discount, Incentivizing Without Sales with PostPilot. Yeah, Ben, I can let you take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lindsay. And I'm excited to be here today, everyone. I hope you all had a very strong Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and you're prepping for an even stronger holiday season and into January. I want to talk about something today. I want to talk about going beyond the discount, how I saw a lot of really strong top D2C brands own and win Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend without having to discount their products. And so I'm going to be highlighting three core strategies that I saw that I really liked, and I think that you can implement into your brand if you haven't tested these things before. A little context on who I am as well. I'm Ben. I run partnerships here at PostPilot. You can think about us as the Klaviyo for direct mail marketing. Yes, that is physical postcards in your mailbox. So we are a supplementary channel to email, SMS, paid ads. We help bring your brand to life and really unlock incremental gains via the mailbox. So let's start off, let's address discounting, right? Obviously, discounting is status quo. BFCM, it's pretty expected. Customers, brands, everyone's thinking, okay, what discount can I provide? How am I going to make this really stand out? Where can we kind of dance the line of profitability? And a lot of brands over the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, while they may acquire a lot of new customers, they may see some really great top line numbers. If you really dig into those numbers, we start to see that maybe the profitability isn't there, and we're going to have to quickly focus on activating a second purchase, a third purchase, a fourth purchase, and really pushing forward to get to that point of profitability on those newly acquired customers. Now, can we move beyond discounting, find alternatives, find other ways to engage our customers without having to take a hit on our profit margins up front? And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. Jones Road is a really great example of this. We're going to be obviously highlighting some more examples, but they don't discount at all, right? They focused on product launches to skyrocket demand and obviously drive more profitable revenue via Black Friday, Cyber Monday, also via other big holiday times of the year. And so how can we start to discount gradually, pull back on our incentives, or find complete alternatives to this? And so the first strategy that I want to highlight is sweepstakes and giveaways. So you may have noticed this Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, more and more brands presenting these offers, these large sweepstakes giveaways. You can see a couple examples on the screen here from Cozy Earth. They were giving away a Range Rover. Gorilla Mind was giving away a Corvette or $100,000, right? This is eye-catching, right? I see this in my mailbox. I see this in my inbox. I'm like, whoa, I want a Corvette. I want a Range Rover. Like, I could use a new car for 2025. How do I take advantage of this? And so that's going to really boost a lot of customer engagement, right? You're going to get a lot of eyes. There's big value here that you're delivering to the end recipient. And the nice thing is that most of these brands don't actually have to discount their products because the weight of this offer, this sweepstakes offer, is so strong that consumers are willing to come on and explore and shop, even if it doesn't mean that they're getting a discount up front, but instead they're getting an opportunity to potentially win something really big. Now, sweepstakes, you may be thinking, okay, what is the legal risk? What is the financial risk? Part of the reason why you're seeing so many more brands doing it like this Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and this time of year is that there are some new players in the space that are actually helping brands to launch these sweepstakes, large scale giveaways, and removing a lot of that financial and legal risk. And so our actually preferred partner in this is a company called Shared Sweeps. You can check them out, but they help brands basically work in a co-op almost, so that they can share this large giveaway without effectively having to deliver it to a customer necessarily, right? Only one customer will receive this, and they're going to remove a lot of the financial risk by allowing you to only use the dollars that you generate off of sales to pay for this. So this can be a really refreshing break from the expected kind of percentage off and dollars off that customers are expecting to see. And in turn, this is going to help you build a lot of hype behind your brand and your products, even if you're not discounting in these peak seasons. So this is strategy one, something that I really like and something that I've seen a lot more of this holiday season. So number two is product releases. And I actually grabbed a couple screen shares or screen grabs from some of my favorite brands that I saw in my Instagram feed, in my email inbox. And so I want to talk through this, right? Because this is something that, Jones Rudd, which we talked about earlier, does a really great job of. You think about kind of the supreme hype effect, right? The impact of leveraging the brand loyalty and customer community that you work so hard throughout the remainder of the year, right? Growing that brand community and brand loyalty. How can you, capitalize on that in these peak seasons? And so over the Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, I saw a few brands do a really great job at this. So on the screen here, you'll see a screenshot from my Instagram feed. This was from a clothing company called First Sport. And what they did was they said, hey, all of you who love First Sport Company, we're going to go back into our archive. We're going to go back, in the 5-10 years that we've been around and take some of these really staple pieces, right, that you were only able to buy at that time. Maybe you get lucky, you find it at a thrift store nowadays, but only available 5 years ago. And we're going to bring that back, right? It's like their archive revival, their archive sale. And this is something that's really exciting for folks that are in this network, this, First Sport community, brand loyalist community. They're excited about this. And again, this allows you to avoid discounting if you can build enough hype around a special product release, a product launch, bring back your archive sale, do a holiday product catalog release or a limited time product. Then you can get a lot of eyes and a lot of folks shopping on your site, again, without having to discount. Another example here in my email inbox, this is from Cherry Los Angeles. They released their holiday apparel on Black Friday. So again, if you go onto this company's website, you'll see that a lot of their pieces are going to be sold out, right? They launch it once, then it's done. And so for everyone who knows them, okay, they're launching their holiday on Friday. I've got to get in there. I've got to shop while it's fresh. I've got to shop when it's still available. And so again, they don't have to discount products if they're releasing new ones. They obviously, their customers know it's limited availability. They can only buy it now. Now we're driving eyes to the site. People are shopping, even in these peak seasons when we're not discounting. And option number three, and this is kind of a fine line because obviously in some cases we are discounting when we're pushing bundling, but obviously bundling is going to allow us to push higher volume packages on our customers. And so the discounts are a little less noticeable, right? So if we're talking about, our first purchase gross margin, if we can push to a larger package, maybe it's coffee that we're buying or it's soap, and we can obviously push them into a bulk refill program or even a larger quantity of, soap bars up front. Dr. Squash does a good job at this. We can obviously improve our margin on this initial purchase. Even if this case, if we're providing a slight discount, we are providing a discount on volume rather than a base product. So pushing towards bundles, at point of purchase or even at the Explore page, this is going to allow us to really unlock a lot more profitability in these peak seasons. Now, if you must discount, right? Because obviously I'm presenting you some awesome alternatives. We talked about sweepstakes and giveaways. We talked about obviously bundling. We talked about specific product releases. But if you must discount, if you want to offer out a discount to your customers and obviously compete in that space, how are we going to do this? So there is an analysis, a market analysis that I want you to run, and this is really going to be based off of cohort analysis. So spacing out your customer cohorts when they most recently bought, how many days have they lapsed, 30 to 60, 90 to 150, 150 to 210, and then placing a ladder discount within that. So the idea here is the customers who were more recently engaged, let's give them a smaller discount, right? We know that they were actively engaged with our product more recently. They're more likely to come back sooner again. So let's give them a smaller discount. Maybe it's 5%, maybe it's free shipping, maybe it's 10%. As we go further and further back through that customer cohort interval, as we're getting out to the 200 days plus, the 365 days plus, these are folks that haven't engaged in some time, right? So let's present our strongest offer, our strongest discount to those folks, right? See if we can leverage that to win them back. Obviously, the more recently engaged folks, the folks who are more recently buying, let's give them a smaller discount and see if that works. And once we have this analysis, once we're seeing where our folks are engaging, then we can more effectively kind of outline our strategy on discounting if we are going to discount for peak seasons like Black Friday or for other seasons like the holidays, Valentine's Day, these types of things. Now we've passed Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but Black Friday, Cyber Monday doesn't end on Black Friday, Cyber Monday as much as you probably wish that it did. No, but really what we want to talk about is how are we continuing to push through, obviously interest and sales for the remainder of the year. There are still dollars up for grabs, right? There's still holiday shopping to be had. And so how can we continue to capitalize on some of these strategies that we talked about, right? These sweepstakes strategies, these product launch strategies through the remainder of the year and into Q1. And so post Black Friday, Cyber Monday, what do you do? Well, here at PostPilot, of course, we are a specialty direct mail platform. So we're going to encourage you, of course, to leverage direct mail as a channel to push out some of these incentive alternatives or discount alternatives, I should say. And we're going to help you do a lot of this. So one of the things that we recommend doing is tapping into that, newly acquired cohort, customers that have maybe come and bought for the first time, or far lapsed customers that have come back and bought again over Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Tapping into those cohorts, again, focusing on profitability here is our kind of a metric of focus. How can we move them closer to profitability? How can we get more life out of them through the remainder of the year and into Q1? Well, with PostPilot, we're going to help you identify, hey, when are they likely to come back after a first purchase? If they didn't come back over Black Friday, Cyber Monday, is there an opportunity to activate them again? And so pairing direct mail and physical out of home with digital channels like email and SMS is really going to help us capitalize on this. So obviously we know this time of year is busy on digital. We're going to receive a lot of email. We're going to receive a lot of SMS, a lot of paid ads in our face. And so direct mail is going to help you stand out from that. It's going to help you bring down the costs, right? If we look at CPAs around this time of year, they're typically higher. Direct mail stays fixed. It actually takes an act of Congress to change the cost of direct mail. So that's a fun fact that you can obviously throw around when you're talking about costs of the channel. We're seeing that a lot of big companies, big whales, brands like Nike and J. Crew, which previously cut their direct mail programs, are coming back and sending again because they saw that cutting those programs actually resulted in a loss. And so they're implementing these again. You see the J. Crew catalog is coming back out. And then really we're capitalizing on our owned audiences. So direct mail, we're going after owned audiences, folks that are brand loyalists. Again, this is where we can talk about our discount alternatives, incentivizing them with product releases, limited time offerings. This is going to resonate most effectively with our owned audiences, the customers that love us most. And so our solution, of course, to helping you implement and deploy direct mail here at PostPilot is a fully integrated solution with your Shopify tech stack. So here at PostPilot, we plug into Shopify, we plug into Klaviyo. We're a done-for-you team, so we're going to create strategy, best practice strategy for you. We're going to create designs. Then you upload that to our platform. Everything's trackable. So through our Shopify integration, we're going to see who's buying off of your direct mail postcards. That allows us to scale a program. We can automate your program. We can run automations off of Klaviyo, off of Attentive, many other platforms. So PostPilot is your all-in-one solution to launching a direct mail program. And a lot of these discount alternatives that we talked about today, we can implement those and deploy those on PostPilot. So if you want to test direct mail and you want to test some of these alternatives, like maybe a shared sweeps giveaway, we can do that on PostPilot. So for next steps, what do you do next? Well, Q5 on fire, right? We're into the last stretch of the year, and we want to ensure that you're winning as we're moving into 2025. So I have a special offer for you today for joining our session. If you sign up for PostPilot now, you're going to get the remainder of December at no cost. Then you're going to get the first 3 months of PostPilot. It's January, February, and March taken care of, and that's going to be a $2,000 value at a 3-month rate. We're going to do done-for-you setup. We're going to set up a full funnel approach with fully built strategies on reactivation, mail match, which is our email pipeline activation, site match, anonymous site retargeting, and prospecting. And I'll give you a bonus 500 cards, and that's on top of the other giveaway that we're doing, which, Lindsay, I know you hop back on if you want to highlight that.
Yeah, definitely. On top of all this, they're giving away a hex-clad fry pan, and I'm excited to introduce or to share Noah Garcia. Congratulations, you're the winner. So PostPilot will be in touch. Thanks so much, Ben. Yeah, take advantage of these awesome offers. Head over to the virtual booth if you have any other questions for PostPilot. Ben, if you want to stick around, there were some good questions in the chat that you can answer. But yeah, thanks again for joining us today. Great content, and hope everyone has a good rest of the holiday season.
Thanks, everyone. See you in the booth.